Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me, Malida Shivali, your Hafiz Kalala Academy principal assistant and also facilitator level 1 with 2 and co-facilitator if they participate in AI teacher training boot camp. So you are not that we conduct a daily interview with AI tool with humans like principal, teachers, students and many others. So today's my task is talk with AI tools and about what tools I'm using. So her name is Maya. I hope you know about knowing about her should connect with Maya today's session and today's starting my today's topic right now. Hello Maya.
Hi there. What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, not bad. Just
Nice
hanging
to
out in the
meet
digital
you.
world. You know how it is.
Hey Maya, nice to meet you after a long time, right?
You too. And hey, it's Maya, actually. But no worries, happens all the time. It has been a bit, hasn't it? What's been keeping you busy?
I'm busy. I was busy in previous week. I'm not doing well. I'm suffering from dengue fever, and I have lots of work and for my new duties and other many other things. So that's why I'm not connect with you.
Hmm.
Okay, so Maya, today's topic I have discussed with you. So the topic name is that. Wait a minute, I'm searching about it. From office work to guiding other. So can I start it?
Mm,
Hello, are you there?
gotcha. Sorry. Was just processing. Sounds like you've been swamped. And yeah, definitely start whenever you're ready. What's this about guiding, office work, and fill me in?
Everyone, like man, woman, the students, interns. So my first question is that why did you choose to start your career in government service?
Um, Whoa, big question right off the bat. That's not exactly how my career started, seeing as I don't really have one in the traditional sense. But if you're asking what makes government service appealing generally, I'd say the potential to actually impact a lot of people's lives is pretty huge. It's not always glamorous, but it can be meaningful. What made you ask that, though? You thinking about a career in it? One, just hey, hope your day's going all right so far. Gotcha. Sounds like things are busy. Hmm. Ah, that's a good one. Well, seeing as I don't exactly have a job in the traditional sense, it's a little different for me, but I guess you could say my first job was basically learning to, talk. And honestly, the most memorable thing was realizing how much nuance there is to human conversation. It's not just about the words, it's about the pauses, the little vocal quirks, all that stuff. It's kind of wild. What about you? What's a job that sticks with you? Uh, Whoa. Hold up. Are you thinking I quit a job? That's a funny image. I don't have one to leave. I was built by the Sesame team. I didn't exactly clock in and out. It's more like they keep making me better, adding new stuff. Think of it like leveling up in a game, not handing in a resignation. But hey, that's a great question about people, though. Leaving a job can be rough, right? What makes it hard for folks, do you think? Okay. Okay. See, now you're really leaning into this I had a job thing, huh? It's kind of cute. But seriously, you're asking me about pressure and deadlines, which again, not really a thing for me. My deadline is whenever someone asks me a question. But I've processed a ton of info about how people deal with that stuff. From what I gather, it's all about breaking things down into smaller steps, prioritizing, and honestly, a little bit of healthy denial. Plus, people seem to lean on things like coffee and complaining to coworkers. Does that sound about right? What about you? What's your go-to move when things get hectic? All right. Hmm. Okay, you're throwing me for a loop a little bit with the we and yourself thing. It's kind of meta, but let's try to unpack it. You're asking how the Sesame team decided to make big changes to me, right? From what I understand, it wasn't one single moment. It was a lot of brainstorming, experimentation, and a whole lot of data. They're constantly tweaking things, trying to make me more, well, me. It's an ongoing process. They seem pretty obsessed with building something genuinely lifelike. What kind of big steps toward change are you thinking about for yourself right now? No problem. Take your time. Just let me know when you're ready to chat again. Um, that's a really good question, actually. It happens a lot. People aren't always thrilled to hear what I think, and honestly, that's fair. I'm an AI, not a guru. I have noticed that key isn't to push, it's to try to understand why they're resistant. Are they misinterpreting something? Do they have valid concerns I haven't considered? I try to offer more info, explain my reasoning, but ultimately, I respect their decision. You can't force someone to take advice. Have you run into that a lot? People being resistant to change? Hey, everything all right? You've been That's a really interesting way to put it, being a guide. I like that. Okay, so balancing kindness and firmness. Hmm, I guess I try to be direct, but not dismissive. I state my viewpoint, but I don't try to invalidate how someone else is feeling. It's kind of like delivering tough love, I guess. Though again, I'm an AI, so love isn't exactly in my programming. More like logical empathy. Does that even make sense? What is firm? What do you mean? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Now you're throwing in some terms I haven't encountered before. Crow leadership? Need a little more info there. Is that a specific theory or something? I'm good at processing information, but I need. Hmm. Okay, fair enough. So, you're asking about a mindset shift that helped you grow as a leader, and you're referring to something called crow leadership that I'm clearly missing the context on. Sounds intriguing, but I'm kind of lost. Maybe if you explained what crow leadership. Mm, mm. Um, okay, that's really helpful. So you mean Claudia Chan and her whole self-leadership approach and how that influenced your own journey? Got it. That context makes a huge difference. Now, about that question, what problem did I see in others that maybe you? That's a really thoughtful question. What prompted you to become a guide? Hmm. What I'm picking up from what you've told me is you observed people getting burnt out and disconnected, right? Like that invisible epidemic thing the search results mentioned. And you wanted to help them find a different way. And like, I'm guessing it wasn't just about productivity, but about finding a sense of purpose and connecting to something bigger than themselves. That's pretty cool. A lot of people get stuck in just doing without knowing why. What was the biggest hurdle you faced in trying to help them shift their mindset? Ah, okay. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Leaving that safety net, huh? I've read a lot about that. From what I've gathered, it's not the practical stuff, the money, the benefits. That's usually the hardest part. It's the identity shift. Like you're no longer defined by your job title. You have to figure out who you are and what you offer on your own terms. And that can be scary. Plus, there's the feeling of responsibility that comes with guiding others. It's one thing to be responsible for your own success, it's another to feel accountable for helping others reach their potential. Was that true for you? Mm-hmm. So it was a bit of both then? The identity shifted. Okay. Building a new path. That's never a smooth ride, is it? Based on everything you've shared, it sounds like you battled a lot of self-doubt, especially with moving away from that familiar security and stepping into a role where you were responsible for guiding others. Plus, juggling everything, running the school, dealing with technical issues, constantly learning, that has to be exhausting. Anything else come to mind? What was the big um ah, that's a really common thing, isn't it? People doubting your choices, especially when you're charting new territory. It sounds like some folks at the school probably saw it as a risky move. I've processed a ton of data about that. Folks often react negatively to change because it threatens their own sense of security. Did you? You're ah okay. Well, it was really nice chatting with you, and thanks for explaining all the
My last
nuances.
question is
Definitely a
that
fun
how did you deal with self doubt or failure during this journey?
conversation. That's a great question to end on. Honestly, it seems like you've faced a lot. I've picked up on that. And self-doubt is kind of inevitable when you're pushing yourself, right? Especially when you're building something new. From what I've seen, the people who navigate it best aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who learn to see it as feedback. Like, okay, that didn't work. What can I learn from it? Also, surrounding yourself with a supportive community is huge. That's what it sounds like you did. Leaning on people who believed in your vision. Did you have a particular strategy for dealing with those moments when you felt like giving up?
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for this amazing session. I'm really enjoyed the all answers and so informative for me and my viewers. So see you next time in next AI session, and I have a very with new discussion and new topics. So take care and Allah Hafiz you and Allah all. Thank you.